Hello and welcome to Message in a Moment. In our moment today, I'd like to talk to you about freedom. And here's my thought. Jesus is a source of highest freedom. I'll tell you a story that I read years ago. There was a bear who was born in captivity. And this bear lived in a cage on a concrete pad, and the cage had dimensions, and all that bear's life he spent trudging one wall of the other wall, down the other wall, and back. He just walked in a constant square of his cage. He lived there from the time he was a little bear until he was grown. And finally, somebody came and said, you know what, that bear needs to be set free. And he needs to be taken to the wild and to be set free. And so they took the bear and set him free in a big preserve. Well, you know what the bear did? The bear walked the dimensions that he had lived in. Although there were no bars, there was no fence, there was no concrete floor, he had so programmed himself to walk in confinement that that's all he knew. Jesus said this, you'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And of course, Jesus said, I am the way, I'm the truth, and I'm the life. Then he said in John 8:36, when the Son sets you free, you are free indeed. And that word means when the Son sets you free, you're free with freedom. There's no higher source of freedom than to know Jesus Christ. Well, here's my point to you. So many of us have lived our little life of sin nature. We walk in this little square of we're weak, we're ineffective, we can't make it, we're down, we're a worm, we're awful, and so that's the way we think. Okay, so Jesus comes and he says, I've come to set you free. And so what happens? We still walk that. We're free, but we still walk that same square. We walk the square of our limitations. We walk the square of how bad I've been and how bad I must still be. Well, here's what I'm today to tell you. When Jesus sets you free, he says you're free. Not you, him. So if you're tired of walking in your little square, why don't you start talking Jesus talk? Why don't you start saying, I'm free because Jesus set me free. And then today, walk in that freedom. Man, I hope that you will taste of that freedom and love it and then walk in it. Until we meet again, God bless you is my prayer.